Have you guys ever seen those cute and exotic ear clips? From where I live, it's pretty hard to find them, so I was like, might as well, I'm just gonna make one for myself. For this week project, I'm gonna show you guys how to make this exotic ear clips. You can make it with a loose chain or just wear it like ear clips. I'm okay with both of the style, but I like the chain one better. Alrighty, let's get right to it. I am using the 20 gauge wire. Start off by cutting a 5-inch wire. Use a plier and grab the wire at 1.5 inch from any ends and make a bend like so. The center wire needs to be 1 inch. Once you make the bend, you should notice that it looks kind of like a zigzag pattern, and you should also notice that one end of the wire is shorter than the other. Bend the short end of the wire at the center. Now, roll the short end of the wire into a swirl. This technique is similar to the one that I used to make the toe ring, and if you don't want any texture on the wire, be sure to check the info box for the proper tool. You don't always have to follow exactly the way how I do it. You can always use your imagination and come up with your own design. For the longer ends, as you can see, I bent it a little bit off center. I added a small pearl bead to give it that more exotic and elegant look. It's harder to work with once you add the beads, so you just had to take your time and maneuver around the beads. There is no set way to bend the wire, so just float as you go. I pay special attention to wrap the wire closer to the bead, because the closer the wire to the beads, the more professional and clean the result will be. I make a big loop bend here to give it a more form. You can go ahead and continue making a few more bends, but I like the length of the wire, so I go ahead and cut mine short. I am creating the loops to connect the jump ring to the chain. As you can see, there's a little opening hole at the bottom. So far, your wire should look something like this, has 2 ends sticking out. Just take your round nose plier and just roll the wire inward. Do the same to the opposite end. Be sure to reorganize the wire if it's pushed out of shape. You just made a simple ear clip. Okay, now let's give it a try and see how it looks. Not too bad, huh? And to add the chain to the ear clips is really simple. If you know how to work a plier, you can make it. To make the beads hanging from the chain, you will need a head pin and a bead. Leave the wire at 3/4 of an inch from the bead. And use your round nose plier, roll the end of the wire to the bead. Okay, now this is the setup for the ear clips chain. The loose chain is from a broken necklace that I have. I don't typically throw away my broken jewelry because I know I can reconstruct them in my future project. I believe it's a good habit because buying the jewelry finding can be really expensive. These steps are really simple. You're basically taking the jump ring and join each part of them together. And of course, you don't always have to use my style. You can use your creativity and to create your own masterpiece. Be sure to close all the opening joints so that they will be secure. See, it's pretty easy, right? A little time consuming, but it's well worth the effort. Go ahead, pull back your hair and try out your new design. I must say though, when you're first wearing the ear clips, they seem a little uncomfortable, but over time, you will get used to it. And be sure to remove them before you go to bed. Personally, I never wear them to bed, but I can only imagine how uncomfortable it may be. You guys gotta give this a try because I think it's so cute. It's really perfect for summer, especially if you tie your hair back. And if you don't care for the long earring, you can always try the ear clip. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and join me next week. May you be happy.